Man, guys, it is such a pleasure to chat with you this morning. It's what a nail biter this is. You know, Niko, you do so well in action films. Is that your genre? Is that what you want to be doing?
I am absolutely 100% love the action films. I either want to play a Punisher type like this, a Viking, a pirate, a cowboy, but action is my absolute safe zone. I love it.
And I've noticed that you are also like a bit of a comedian. I mean, this film kind of hits all those notes. You know, it's almost like watching a James Bond movie where he has those wisecracks, and I love that about these.
I got to tell you, I appreciate that very much. I don't set out necessarily to be the comic relief, but I have a kind of a sarcastic, subtle, sarcastic way, I guess, about me. So I thank you for the compliment. I'll take that and run with it.
And
Art, working with Nico and with Danny Trejo and Chad
Our
Michael, you've got a full plate of great actors on this.
kid in a candy store, brother. Kid in a candy store. It was amazing, amazing. Number one, when I was brought onto the project, I loved it, number one, and loved Nico to death. And then when they surrounded him with this phenomenal cast, it's like, holy crap.
Yeah. I,
Dang.
when I look at the poster, I say, "Holy crap!" Myself, it is an action film from beginning to end. Like I said, a white knuckle ride, but you've got some great moments in it as well. And in dealing with story, Nico, was it all on the page?
Well, I'll tell you something. You really are hitting exactly at our heart with what you're saying. You saw that, and that is so important that we conveyed that to the audience because. Yes, bringing on Art Camacho, we know we're going to have action, 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 and we really amped it up. But then we wanted to also bring it down to these emotional moments in the story and try to create realism, a real father, a real person that goes to work and puts his boots on every day, and so he goes through these difficult things in life, and he just good over evil was the message of our film and the emotion, and I'm glad that you were able to feel that.
What I wanted to add to what Nico was saying is that we wanted to keep it grounded in kind of real emotions. That's why the stakes are so high that's going to turn a man from a regular mechanic into this killing machine kind of thing. So we wanted to do that, and again, a lot of it, I'd say most of it was definitely on the page, and then the rest of it, the actors brought it to life.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful. How can I put it? It's like conducting an orchestra, I think.
Right.
Correct. Correct. Yes. And you could certainly categorize us, and I know there's millions of Marvel fans out there in the world, but you could categorize us as the anti-Marvel, really, because it's not a bunch of special effects. It's real fight scenes, it's real emotion. There's very, very, very little CGI in the film. Yes, we have special effects with some blood and some bullets going off, but the fights are real, the emotion is real, and the story is real.
And I was going to bring that up with art is when you're directing something like this that has a lot of fight scenes and action like that, it is like directing choreography for a dancer. I mean, you've got these guys and they are just so wonderfully gifted in movement.
Yeah, but you know what? You hit it right on the nose because that's all it is. It's a dance. It's a dance, and every time I'm editing this thing, I have kind of a music in my head. You know what I'm saying? The rhythm and the beats and all that stuff. And even when we're choreographing it, I want to make it very natural, but very visceral and gritty and real. Again, getting to the point where we didn't want to use any cable work. Didn't want to use any stop motion, anything. We wanted real people, real fighting. And even the shooting, believe it or not, the turrets were real turrets from the car. The flamethrower was real flamethrower from Vietnam era, and we used a lot of real stuff. Yeah, it was scary, scary stuff, but everything was safe. Everything was safe. We had the best professionals and very blessed.
Yeah, you had gifted stunt people on this as well, and Niko, you also enjoy doing stunts.
I do. Well, do I? I guess it depends on who I'm in a stunt with, but yeah, no, it's exciting.
Going on what Art said, do you hear music and rhythm, Niko, in parts you take on? Are there cadences in what you do?
Absolutely, there is. That's the way every fight scene is set out that way. And, fortunately, with, Art doing as many films as he's done, and he knows choreography of fight scenes like the back of his hand. So he describes it to us, and we walk through it and we walk through it just as if you're doing choreography in a literal dance. And your arms are moving a certain way, and your hands are moving a certain way, and your kicks are so it is when it's done, it's nothing more than a choreographed routine that turns out on film to look like a fight.
Is Art a hard director? I mean, is he maniacal or
Absolutely the opposite. He is a wonderful, slow, passionate, great director, very hands on, the first to show up in the morning and the last to leave at night. And let me tell you, he has made me a better actor. We met on another film, and he really coached me up as an actor by taking time to set aside and explain what it's going to look like on camera, and helped me get to become a better actor. So when we came on with Art on the Wrecker, he spent a lot of time pulling me off to the side and explaining how to make me look better in these scenes and how to make the film better. So no, I would say he's not tyrannical at all. He's a very caring, passionate director, one that every actor would love to work with.
yeah, and you're so talented, Art, in what you do. You're in the right business.
Thank you so much.
Correct.
Thank you so much. It's
Art, when people start watching the record, what do you think they'll take away from the experience?
I want them to walk away feeling good about themselves. I want them to walk away having had a fun night, and feeling good that there's good in the world. You know what I'm saying? Everything to me, it's not just we're making a movie, and it probably sounds whatever kind of crazy for me, but I, I just want to leave the place, a better place than when I came.
Yeah,
Well, I'll
and
tell you something too. Let me answer that too. I know everybody obviously wants to promote their own films and so on and so forth, but I've gone to so many theaters now where I paid my $20 to get in and taken my family or my friends, and I walk away just disheartened with what I've seen on the screen. I think everyone that watches this film is going to feel good about the movie industry, and the direction of these type of films going forward is a la natural, a real film without all the hype, all the plastic suits, all the spaceships. It's just a real film that you're going to enjoy.
yeah, and I think we need to get back to more of that kind of on the ground action that
Yes.
was really prevalent in the 70s and 80s when it
Yes. Yes.
was
Yes.
just story,
Those were
story,
our favorite
story.
films.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anti-hero versus the world. I mean, we need that kind of storytelling again.
Yeah. Yeah,
No.
it's not always the world is going to end, okay? It's not always these fantastical stories. It's just tell us a real story that we can relate to, And this is exactly what it is. And I think it's a real tribute to the great films of the past with Steve McQueen and the
Yeah.
Punisher and Starsky and Hutch and Mel Gibson in those fun films of the 90s.
Yeah, where
And
you're with the hero figuring stuff out, and you brought up Steve McQueen. Bullet is one of my favorite films of all time,
Yes, yes.
and your action is reminiscent of Bullet.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
and again, the action is real.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I was next to the flamethrower when they were doing some of these shots, and I kid you not, I was 15 feet away, and I felt the searing heat. The searing And when you see those guys burning, there's no enhancements. Those guys are burning. I'll show
Yeah,
you one day behind the scenes. We just lit them on fire. And those turrets, I mean, those turrets, they're from Vietnam era, so they're coming up. Obviously, we have blanks, but they're just popping, and that noise, I'm telling you, just is so exciting because we used blanks. We didn't, seduce. We enhanced it a little bit in the end, some of the shots, but 99% of it was real blanks coming out of those barrels, and that feeling, and I think it came across on film.
oh,
So
it did.
Tony, let me tell you something. There was not one green screen used in this film. Not one.
I'm blown away by that.
Yes.
I actually am because the movies that we are seeing right now are so convoluted and so they're like watching cartoons. There's so much digital.
That's what art says all the time. It's like a cartoon. Yeah.
Before I go, and thank you guys so much for your time, I
Yeah.
got to throw some love out to Danny Trejo because this
Oh
guy,
God, this.
he
Uh,
doesn't have to say a damned thing. He can just sit there and be in a scene, and it's his scene.
Yeah.
You know what? We loved having Danny, and after we shot one very emotional scene, Danny pulled me aside and said, "Thank you." And I said, "Thank me." He says, "Yeah, you were one of the writers on this, right?" I said, "Yeah, I was." He goes, "Everybody hires me for bang bang shoot shoot bang bang," and he goes, "You let me give an emotional performance this time." And I'll tell you what, he was awesome in this film. I think anybody that knows Danny is going to love his character in this film.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so different. Art, did you have him cater with his tacos?
I wish, man. But you know what? A quick story. I know you're limited on time, but we're driving away from the set. It was lunchtime, and the van took all the crew. And I said, "Hey, Danny, come in." You know, we jumped into my car and we're driving to the set to go have lunch, right? And there was a group of people on the streets, on the sidewalks, on both sides, taking pictures of us with this, with their little cell phones. And Danny he told me, stop the car. Okay, great. I stopped the car. He gets out. He goes to every one of those persons, does selfie with them, autographs, everything else. I mean, he's late for lunch. I mean, the guy's starving, but he gets back in the car. He goes, "This is what I do it for."
Oh, he
I,
is such a great human being. We love Danny Trejo.
We do. And listen, thank you so much for a movie that you can sink your teeth into and edge of your seat, white knuckle ride, as I said, and all the best. I hope to talk to you. I want to follow you guys on social media,
Oh,
and
that's great.
maybe we'll do a longer interview.
I'll,
Nico Foster official and Instagram. And I'll tell you what, Tony, thank you so much for the interview. It was fantastic.
Thank you guys, and have a great day.
all right,
Great.
Tony. God bless. Thanks.